EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Taken in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Elliott.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
What the hell? He didn't even go for the ball, yo.
Patrick Queen. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Wow.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A gain of 6. And the Raven 1st down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
And that's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in.
Well, Dakota is
Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard
it's
away.
going up and down. What's
And
going
they're
on,
able to
Zoo?
strike first here on their opening drive. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the
Back
goal
still
line, Charles,
bothering me.
sometimes you need to go with a
I'm
fullback.
just
They
trying to
did,
do
it
something,
worked.
keep my mind
What's
going.
that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big time stuff. That's from the same guy. The apple
Getting
dropped
frustrated.
on
I
his head.
throw it to my wide receiver. He doesn't even
Fielded in the end
react
zone.
for the football. That's how I threw my pick. And he
And
was
ultimately
open.
cannot get this out
It was
to
at
the
least 20
25
yards,
yard
30-yard
line
gain.
as he's dropped at the
Throw it
23.
right to him. It's getting really frustrating at
The
times.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I
They
know
had
I'm
the
not
interception
perfect.
last time. It led to the
I know I'm
opening
going to take
touchdown. So now
L's, but what the
7-0
hell do you
score
say
as
or
they
do
start
when
1st and 10.
it's like
Rolling to his right.
you get frustrated?
On
You
the
know,
crossing route, complete. That's bound.
I don't mind
They'll
losing,
take this to the
but
other side
I'd be
of
damned if I
midfield
won't feel
before
like I'm
going
getting
out of
screwed out
bounds.
of it. You know what I
That one
mean?
goes for 30 yards.
And when I get frustrated like this, it's like I start to press, and that's when I really do dumb stuff. But I'm just going to
Elliott.
see what I can do.
7 yards.
I
on the
already know I'm in
pickup there. It'll
pain,
leave 'em with a
and I just
2nd and
know,
3.
no excuses.
Well, no matter how they
I just
phrase
got to
it,
keep
staying
myself
on
going.
schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it.
Along with
7
everything
yards
else going
first
on in my
down,
life
that
right
fits the
now.
bill.
Sometimes shit gets bad, you know, and nobody
Off play
cares,
action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
you know, especially when they the ones who make it get bad.
That's Elliott. And brought down,
But you know what? We're
not
going to be
before
good.
they're inside the 25.
Every time I turn
15
around,
yards on
I'm
the
down.
play, First down.
Well, that's
And
the
I don't
thing
even
that
ask
feel
for no
good.
problems.
It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
But we're going to be all right.
Sometimes I
Trust
think in
me.
the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone.
You
Just
know, Ruby
inside the
Riott
20. Nice work to get
is
7
a
out of
pretty
that,
good
and
damn
it's
wrestler.
2nd down.
Okay,
We need
he's
to
not
see
gonna get
more
the
of her
first
on
down, but this
WWE
is still a nice
SmackDown.
job of buying some time and then running to get to the
Yeah, I'm watching
sideline
it too,
and get
Dakota.
out
I
of bounds
can't
and avoid
have the
big
volume
hit.
up because Facebook says something
On
about, I don't
2nd
know.
down. It's
It's
Elliott,
bad enough
and
that
he'll get him
Facebook
inside
has
the
all
15
my
out of the
records.
14-yard line.
But, you know, they
4
took my
yards
stars
to
from
pick
me
up, first down.
for only
They
the
were not fooling around at
reason
all,
that
were they?
God
Second and
above
short, they
knows
brought
why.
out the heavy package.
But I don't
Almost thought the
stream,
super heavy package
even
against
though I
that
can
defense.
follow the
Yeah, I don't
stream
think
back
they
to damn near
expected
30
that much
days.
beef up front
I
and
don't
then turn
stream.
into an easy first down
Haven't been here in
conversion.
2 weeks.
Eluding the pressure right. Second quarter.
That's
action,
not a touchdown, man.
1:56 remaining.
Woo! That wasn't a touchdown. How was that not a touchdown, yo? For real. I know I'm playing Baltimore. I know I'm playing with the Dallas Cowboys. I believe y'all were here when I discovered
Coming up at
how
halftime,
bad
a
the
little
ratings
less
were
than 2
dropped.
minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where
Not
Jonathan
the fact
Coachman
that, you know, the
standing
team is
by.
hurt
He'll
and
have
beat up.
highlights and analysis of this first half. The second
I
down
just
and 10
scored.
knocked down as it leaves
Now
the
I'm facing
quarterback's
3rd and
hand,
10,
it's
but I
incomplete.
just scored.
Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Now if I have to walk away with 3, I want y'all to explain to me how this was fair.
Thus inaccurate.
Not frustrated and like that I'm losing.
This offense was on
Just
the
tell me
move
how
with
it was
2
fair
straight
when I
incompletions.
scored.
Have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Prescott stripped.
Yeah,
And the
Patrick
ball
Queen
ends
is
up
so
out of
fast.
bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. No doubt they were
I
hoping
know.
for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
Wow.
So the drive stalls
And I
out
scored.
inside
That's the
15
joint that
yard
got
line,
me.
but they do get 3.
All because of the
Tough with enough
2-minute
players
warning.
nowadays, and when they
The
have
game
these
is so
types of
focused
kicks,
on 2-minute
and no
warning.
one says to
I
their guy, "Hey,
scored.
it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake." Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed.
I don't
Is
even
that
care
something
anymore,
that maybe
man.
they had dialed up before this game
I'm just really
started?
having a rough
Feels
time
like it,
ever since
doesn't it? They
Wednesday.
thought
I'm gonna
they
be honest,
had the right
my whole life has
situation,
been in
and
turmoil.
the right approach in going after it.
Shit
Also,
going
it may
on my
seem to
job,
like they
dealing
have
with
the superior
police,
team, that they
dealing
can
with
try these sorts of things, and
drug
it won't come
tests,
back and hurt them later.
breathalyzers like I drink on the job.
Throwing now, Jackson.
It's
on
just
first
been a hell of a
down.
week.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
Yesterday I couldn't get no rest.
They'll contain him to just
Oh,
4.
Dakota, everybody
Second
knows
down.
Edge is
They're
gonna
unable to
pick
convert
Roman
that into
Reigns.
much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption.
That's why
he
they
can cause.
paraded him around.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
I figured out the Edge was gonna pick Roman Reigns when he went to NXT.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration
Straight
of
up.
why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield.
If he doesn't
That
fight
was something
Roman
else.
Reigns at WrestleMania,
There's a 1st and
then
10
I'm gonna
at
be the most
14-yard
surprised
line.
person on earth.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the
But this
middle
is
here
my
to
issue,
Brown.
right?
And he'll get it here
Everybody's
to the 10-yard
upset.
line.
The
5
part-timers
yards on
come
the catch
back
there,
and take the
brings up
top
2nd
spots.
down.
Why ain't nobody bitching about Edge? Edge is great
Again,
on the mic.
Jackson.
Edge's work ain't that great. It's the
And
same
they'll
match
take it
every
into the
time.
end zone for a Ravens
The
touchdown.
same exact match.
10-yard
It never
touchdown
gets better.
run. And the Ravens will
Oh, we're gonna
extend
add
their
weapons.
lead.
Now, this defense, so many things
From
to worry about in the
so
red
what you
zone
get,
area,
a
but
tenth
you'd
of a
have to
percentage?
almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should
I'm
be
tired of
number
old
one, and in
wrestlers
this
coming
portion
back
of the
taking all the
field
top
where things
spots.
Shrink a little bit because the
At least
receivers
Brock
can't run
Lesnar's an
past
ass
anyone 'cause
kicker.
they'll run out of real estate.
Certified.
You should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson.
If you don't
when the
want
ball
Brock
is snapped
Lesnar coming
and try
back,
and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah,
be
I don't
successful.
think that they were surprised he was running it
Barry,
there.
I'm
They just couldn't
refusing to
stop
take
him, and
anything.
he ends up in the end zone.
I'm suffering right now. The effects of Thursday at my job meant that I had to assist with throwing and driving today. And with
About
those
set for
effects
this
from
next drive by the
Thursday,
Cowboys offense.
another man is
Under a
called
minute to
out
go in
for
the half. The
Monday
first half that hasn't been
already,
particularly kind to you.
which
How do you
means
think they'll
I have
play
to work
this?
Monday on my job by myself. So all the suffering I'm doing right now,
There's also something to challenge.
it doesn't matter.
Right here, you know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs
You
out.
know,
Let's go
that's
make
the
some
one I
plays.
can't figure out.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out
You
of this,
build
something about
Bianca
whittling it to a
as long as
one-score
she
game
wins,
at
in my
half, that might
opinion.
provide a psychological boost.
Sideline throw.
But
is
if
caught.
Bianca
Amari
goes
Cooper.
to Raw,
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But one of the ways a
then she's separated from her husband, which is Montez Ford.
Guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he
So it
finds the
has to
open
be
guy
Sasha, in my
for a nice
opinion.
pickup.
Unless she goes down to NXT.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side.
I really don't
complete.
see her dropping
That's
down to
Elliott.
NXT.
And he gets it down a yard or two
Let
shy
me
of
ask y'all a
30
question
before
since
he's
we're
out of
talking
bounds.
wrestling.
All defense is worried.
Why
that
didn't
whenever anyone
WWE
catches the
capitalize
ball
on the
at the
Royal
Steve
Rumble
come
with
out of the
Alexa?
backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles.
If
or
Rhea
runs through
Ripley
people.
throws
But they
her
were right
out
there waiting,
when
and
she
they
was
stopped
in the
it for
middle
a
of
minimal gain.
transforming and talked
Second
smack
and
to her,
5 after the 5-yard completion
shouldn't
on
they have
first
put
down.
Rhea on NXT and had Alexa come after her?
They'll throw again. Prescott escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run.
That just
it,
makes
and
sense
he'll
to
be
me.
out of
I
bounds
don't know.
just inside the 25
I used to be a
line.
writer.
8 yards that time.
I
able
wrote
to
for the
take
Calvert
off, and the
Independent.
result is a first down.
Jeremy
Does an
coming
excellent
through
job
with the
of
shares and the
recognizing the
like.
situation.
Barry with
His
the like.
first
I
read wasn't
appreciate
there.
y'all.
Heavy
Dakota with the like
secondary
as well.
wasn't
Sorry I
there,
didn't see
but he
it
bought himself a little
beforehand.
extra time scrambling out of the
Too
pocket,
busy getting my
got to the
behind
sticks
kicked.
and picked up the first down.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds left to go.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got
I scored a
outside the
touchdown
pocket,
on my
I thought he was
first
gonna
possession.
Take off and run for yardage. But what often
Because the
happens
2-minute
now with these
warning
quarterbacks
hit,
who can move,
I
defenses
didn't get
wanna
my
try and keep
touchdown,
bodies
right?
in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
He was by himself.
That fell incomplete.
He dropped the touchdown. Should I just quit, y'all? Shoulda? The fuck, man?
On second down,
And this ain't even what I
Prescott
picked.
again. Being chased out left. Into
I don't
heavy
even care.
traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will bring this
Jeremy, you ain't
back.
missing
It's a
nothing.
pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Everybody complains, right? But nobody's smart enough to realize that fans control wrestling. Everybody wants Cesaro to be world champion. Go to a show. When he walks out, nobody pops. They give him the classic, oh, he's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin got popped. The Rock got popped. A heel Triple H got popped. Kurt Angle got popped. Face or heel, Kurt Angle got popped. Chris Benoit, I know he killed his family, got popped. You know why Chris Benoit couldn't be champion that long? No mic skills. Zero. Vince McMahon looked at Chris Benoit and said, yeah, wrestling, he'll draw me money. He can't talk. Boom. SummerSlam, Randy Orton is your youngest WWE champion of all time. At that time. You know, I'm looking at Bianca Belair right now. All this extra talking and hype is bad. Brandon coming through with a light. This is what's killing the business. The pointing to the WrestleMania sign. Starting to overdo it. Somebody needs to tell somebody that. And why is it that every other year now, whoever wins the Royal Rumble has to defend somebody coming after it? You lost the Royal Rumble. They won. They're going to WrestleMania. What is this crap, man? This dude, Reginald, you know, I don't even want to talk about it. Jeremy. Trevor Bauer to the Dodgers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere
Trevor
here
Bauer.
electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Dallas Cowboys.
I appreciate that, Brandon.
A clash of two of the more fervent
Trevor,
fan bases
you know,
around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway.
Takes this about
excuse
5
my
yards
statement.
deep, and this will go as a
It's
touchback,
another
and they will
bitch
begin things
move.
at the 25.
Have we become a society so afraid of competition that legacies are cemented just in championships? Okay, Jeremy. I understand the financial aspect.
First carry for Josh
I can't even
Jacobs.
argue with you
And
there.
not much to speak
Oh,
of.
excuse
Call
me.
it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But
No doubt
Excuse
about it.
me.
A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your
I don't
defensive
get it,
ends, your
man.
outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the
I'm
quarterback.
38 years old.
They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice
I
job
don't-
there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
I remember
Here's 2nd and
far
9,
enough
just a yard
back.
on that last run.
I want to say I was in middle school. Yeah, I understand that, Jeremy.
Carr
I
with a
honestly
play
do.
fake to
The
Jacobs.
rich just got richer in talent.
Got a man open. It's Darren
Honestly,
Waller.
yes.
And he'll be taken down, but
But
not
wouldn't you
before
rather
they
be
work
on the
it
team that
across
takes the
midfield.
Dodgers down?
That one good for 26
Or at least
and a
meet
first
them
down.
And that was
in
good
the,
protection there. No, that was
World
great
Series,
protection there
man.
because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his
But-
tight end on the corner route all the way.
Like
Nice
you said,
connection there for a really nice game.
$45 million. But I have to include Trevor
Here's
Bauer
Jacobs
in
on
that
1st and 10.
It's a
It's a
class.
foot race. And he
Bottom
will
line,
score.
KD,
Touchdown, Las
LeBron,
Vegas.
Chris Bosh,
Josh
Dwayne
Jacobs,
Wade.
48 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
I think it's fair to say there's
Yeah,
nothing
Brandon, you
to
can
get the
always
crowd to
chime
its
in. You
feet
don't have to
quite like
ask.
a big
This is an
play,
open
and that
forum.
was something special there.
Especially
Boy,
because
was
I
he
don't want to
moving.
sound like a know-it-all. This is a conversation. Join in. Well, I don't know about the taxes, but I know
And that
California
makes
doesn't
it
have a
7-zip
winter.
Vegas.
You know what I mean? It's great weather and all that.
Cowboys nothing.
All except for the wildfires and things of that nature. But I'm not exactly sure of it. But when you have enough money, you can just helicopter from place to place. So, I mean, it's not like you have to deal with the traffic.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is Tony Pollard.
You know,
And makes it across the 20 as his
listen.
guys will set up shop at the 23.
I don't want to sound like a hater.
At their own 20.
Congratulations to Trevor Bauer for getting broke off. Maybe nobody else offered him that kind of money. I can't say I don't know. But in all actuality, for me being a person I am,
Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10.
I can't
at their
do
own
it.
23.
you know what? Let me get a little
Now
more
the
real.
first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And I don't know.
Give
I
it a
haven't looked
couple
at my
on the carry
phone.
there, 2nd
If
and
I
8.
look at my phone
Certainly
a
nice
certain
job
way, I
there
can
by the
tell who's
defense
watching
rallying to the
sometimes.
football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made.
Have y'all heard of the
on
Madden
defensive
Outlaws?
front, because if they can't get upfield,
They're a
their
group
job
of
is to
Madden
go ahead and
players.
Get low, almost get into a
Some
ball
of 'em are very
sometimes,
good.
Stack things up,
You
and
know,
make it
things like
difficult for
that.
the runner to find a hole.
I was
Last run
invited.
got a couple. Here's
One of the
2nd and
reasons
8.
why, even though I'm a friend of the Outlaws, I don't
Prescott to
compete
throw it.
against them and things of that nature. Why join
And
up
nearly an
with a whole
interception
nother
here on
group?
their opening drive. But instead,
Why?
third down.
I'm doing all right
Charles
just
already
being
trailing
me.
by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to
The
get
Mets
points out of
offered
this drive?
$30
Well, they
million.
feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch
Okay.
their breath a little bit.
Brandon,
even
I
if
see
you don't
exactly
score
what
any
you're
points.
saying. Look at this. Look at
To a
this.
double team and it's intercepted.
That's not pass interference.
Luck is
You
good
cannot
with the
stop
pick.
his
They
progress.
have possession, and they have it
Come
at
on,
the
man.
38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10.
Y'all are
at
watching
the
it on
38.
stream. CeeDee Lamb is running an out route. His
Now after
entire
the
progress
INT,
was
it's Carr.
stopped, but I
Flushed
threw it when
out
he was
right.
walking open or running open.
And this
I don't
is
have a
caught
problem
at the
losing.
8.
But
They'll
Jesus
head
Christ,
out of bounds
he was
inside
running
the
an
10.
out route.
Working
Y'all
down
can
at the
see it.
9. That one nearly 30
I don't even want-
yards,
I'm gonna go play
29
franchise
officially.
mode.
Here's Jacobs.
I can't get nothing right.
And
fair
he
shake
is
at all.
in. Touchdown, Raiders.
But I'm going to stop just so I can show
Josh
y'all the play.
Jacobs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
When
And
he
the
was coming
Raiders
out of
able to
his
extend
break, the
that
ball was
advantage.
thrown.
And a pair
That's
of
how you
rushing
do it.
touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're
That's what I'm
winning the
saying,
leverage
Dakota.
game. How many times
How
we
do
talk
I
about low
play
man
like
wins,
this?
Right? Move the defensive front aside.
And then
create
I'm not
those
supposed
gaps
to be
and holes.
frustrated.
He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up.
How
to
many
that
I've
line
lost
and hit each of them on the
many
helmet.
times
He
in life.
recognized
That's a
it.
That's
smart
why
man.
when
You know
people
what
want
else
to
he
play
should do?
me,
If this
I tell them,
continues,
find a
take 'em all to
place,
dinner.
sit down. I don't want to play online. No.
Now Pollard.
Don't talk shit about playing online. Anything can happen
The lane
online.
opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us
Let me
beyond
show
the
y'all.
35 before
The
going
play is
out of
right there.
bounds.
Wide. Deep out. Look at the red. Look at the man look at the man up there. That's CD Lamb. That was the fucking play. Excuse my language. That was the freaking play. So when he ran that route, why did he come to a complete stop? There was nobody there. That's why I threw the ball. So he came to a complete stop for what? What algorithm built into that damn game made him come to
About set
a
for
complete
this next
stop
drive by the
on the
Cowboys
route that I
offense.
called?
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14.
And I called the play
already
right back
as they
just to
come
see
up
what
first
happened.
and 10. They go back to the air here after
And look
the
how
INT
look
on
how
the last
shitty of a route
drive.
he ran.
And the Raiders have got him.
He just went up there and just
Someone's
turned.
been up to the task so far in this game.
That's what I'm
They are
saying.
already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now.
71
and get
doesn't
after
want
the
block.
quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half.
This
to
is
get
the
that
worst
lead.
Madden in years. It's
Another
almost
try
like
after the first down sack.
it's favored on who's
Prescott.
going to win before we
He'll
even play.
find Lamb. That's complete.
And
he's
I just
brought
threw
down
that.
After a very nice
I have
game.
no blocking at
That
all
one
right
good for
now.
26 and a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott now from the 50.
Who blocked?
For the football and
I
it's
had 3
intercepted.
men.
He's picked
I
up
had
at his
3
own
men right there.
37.
Nobody moved.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
But Brandon, it doesn't matter.
That's a great
You can
example
pick a
of a team
league,
that was really
baseball,
amped up. They've been
basketball.
playing so well.
You know, the only
Yeah, they
league
didn't
you
get
don't have to really
overexcited
worry about is
and have a
football.
bust on defense and gave up a big play instead.
I mean,
They
only you
created
have
their
to
own big play
because
for pick
football
six.
has a salary
This one
cap.
may be over.
Everybody
Yeah,
else
it's
has
just the
luxury
first half, but
taxes
that
and
lead
things of
is
that
swelled to
nature.
the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
You know, that's what you have to remember.
Daniel Carlson.
But between the weather and all that, you
So
know,
they'll get another
that's
shot
what it's
on offense
about.
following that pick six.
Part of the
And now
reason
the
why
kick is
I
away.
picked Green Bay to beat Tampa Bay.
Fielded a
It was
couple
supposed to
yards
be
into
cold
the end
weather.
zone.
They let fans go
And
to the
they'll get
game
it
for
down
cleaning
right around
up.
the 25,
The
actually
snow
the
and all that out the
26
seats.
officially, so it
Then Tom Brady goes out there, and I know he plays cold weather. He came from New England. Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, all them boys, they don't play cold weather football. They did damn good that day. This is what I'm talking about. When you look at all the different environments, I mean, he could have went anywhere else. But I still think it's a punk move. I know it's about the money. But come on, man. We are becoming a society of punks. Little Joey is upset that he can't beat Little Johnny. But Little Joey's an all-star, so he'll tell Little Johnny, I'll come over there, even though I'm supposed to make $50 million, I'll come over here for 20 so I can win a ring. This man, Michael Jordan, I want to say I was in the 6th grade. Yeah. Michael Jordan became a free agent. He could have went to the Knicks. Anybody that's in the stream that's old enough remembers the Knicks were, somebody back then. He could have went to Detroit with a very young Grant Hill. Michael Jordan stayed. Michael Jordan never recruited anybody. When the Lakers picked up when the Bulls picked up Dennis Rodman, look it up if you can still find it. Michael Jordan told Dennis Rodman, all that other stuff you got to stop. Phil Jackson and the organization got together. They were letting Dennis Rodman fly to Vegas as long as he flew back. And I want to say it was the company plane. They had to keep Dennis Rodman under some kind of wrap. But Michael Jordan didn't call Patrick Ewing. He didn't call Akeem Olajuwon. Hell, go and look at the players Michael Jordan kept from winning. That's why I put Michael Jordan up there. His legacy. I love Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is the reason why the San Antonio Spurs don't have so many rings in a row. Yeah, you can say Shaq, but let's just face the fact. You hack Shaq enough, he'll miss. But Tony Parker said it. I don't have this many rings because of Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan shut everybody out of rings. Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Shawn Kemp, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, the other dude that wanted to fight all the time from the Knicks. Hell, if it wasn't for LeBron James, Alonzo Mourning would not have a ring. You know, my son had to point out to me Juwan Howard was on that team with the Miami Heat when they won with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron. This is the biggest misconception right now in sports. The idea of being a champion is just like watching pro wrestling now. Wait a minute, Brandon. Hold on now. You told me you were 19 years old, right? So I'm going to excuse you from that last statement. Because LeBron is the worst of all, in my opinion. You got people calling you King James and you're this and you're that and you're so great. You break down and hold an ESPN special. I'm going to take my time to South Beach and join the Miami. That is the biggest punk move ever. I'm talking about ever. Ever. I wouldn't have cared if he went to the Knicks. I wouldn't have cared if he went to Milwaukee with young Giannis, if he was there back then. But two perennial all-stars to join a super team, it's something different when your organization does it. And when I say that, I'm talking directly about the Boston Celtics. When they traded to get KG, when they traded to get Ray Allen, I will never forget that night. I was delivering newspapers late at night. I think starting around 11:30, 12 o'clock at midnight, something like that. Because I was told I would get like $500 a month between my check and the bonuses. That's why I did that back then. I was living in St. Mary's County. Yeah, we're going to play franchise while we talk now. You know, that right there was the epitome of Danny Ainge. You talk about a man with a plan. Danny Ainge did the thing. Danny Ainge, to this day, deserves some kind of award for putting that together. Hell, right now, I'd like to call Danny Ainge and just be like, Danny, how the hell did you do that? When did it hit your mind to do that? Seriously. Think about that. Those guys were not washed up. KG, Hunger renewed. Do you know I was reading something? Paul Pierce and Kobe Bryant were betting on which one of them would get traded first. Both of them were that unhappy with both organizations. Think about this now. Really. You had basically a system in place. And then you literally got to see 6 teams get dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, no. Let's change the way I'm saying that. They got fed to the dogs. There were only Boston and Cleveland. That was it. Boston and Cleveland. In the whole East. Nobody else mattered.
Tonight,
I mean, Chicago had young Derrick
AT&T
Rose.
Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
And then he kept on getting hurt.
It's Sunday Night Football.
I mean, Jesus,
on
Lord have mercy.
EA Sports.
I talk a lot of real.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it
Come
out
on
to the
now.
25. Out comes